News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Monica Ricks. The U.S. says it held very constructive discussions with China in its first day of trade negotiations in Malaysia. A delegation led by U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and China's vice premier met today to defuse a standoff between the world's two largest economies. Talks are set to resume on Sunday. And it sets the stage for President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping. Trump has said he wants to extend a trade truce, which expires November 10th, in exchange for China resuming American soybean purchases, cracking down on fentanyl, and backing off restrictions on rare earth exports. Those minerals are a big focus of trade talks. We get more on that from Bloomberg's Ed Kalegi.
President Trump will look to sign economic agreements and critical minerals deals with trading partners during his trip to Asia as the administration moves to ramp up pressure on China ahead of a critical meeting with Xi Jinping. Trump will look for deals that will help unlock the region's resources to create more reliable supply chains for industries, contribute to global growth, and secure more investments in the U.S. Officials did not offer specifics on what the deals the president is seeking may entail. Ed Kalegi, Bloomberg Radio.
Meantime, President Trump says he's satisfied with his current trade agreement with Canada and does not plan to meet with Prime Minister Mark Carney while the two leaders are in Asia, despite the Ontario government saying it would stop running an anti-tariff commercial.
Canada got caught cheating on a commercial. Can you believe it?
Trump called the ad dishonest and criticized Canada's decision to air it during U.S. broadcasts of the World Series. Members of Congress are now demanding a briefing from NBA Commissioner Adam Silver by next Friday over the federal case tying some big names in the league to allegedly illegal mob-connected gaming and betting. Silver talked about the scandal for the first time last night.
I was deeply disturbed. There's nothing more important to the league and its fans than the integrity of the competition. And so I had a pit in my stomach. It was very upsetting.
Silver interviewed during the NBA's debut last night on Amazon Prime. The sweeping federal investigation has led to the arrest of more than 30 people so far, including Miami Heat star Terry Rozier and Portland Trailblazers coach Chauncey Billups. They're both on leave as the league reviews the indictments. The Pentagon says it received an anonymous $130 million donation to pay the military during the government shutdown, and President Trump later confirmed it was a friend who cut the check. Now the New York Times reports that money came from Timothy Mellon, a wealthy banking heir and railroad magnate who's been a major financial Trump supporter. Mellon gave tens of millions of dollars to groups supporting the president's campaign, including a $50 million donation to a super PAC last year. It was one of the largest single contributions ever disclosed. The U.S. military is sending an aircraft carrier to the waters off South America as it ramps up military firepower in the region. The Pentagon says it's conducted 10 strikes on suspected drug-running boats, killing at least 6 people. Early voting has begun in the highly contentious New York City mayor's race. The 3 leading contenders are Democratic Assemblyman Zohran Mamdani, Republican Curtis Sliwa, and former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who's running as an independent. Cuomo picked up an endorsement this week from outgoing Mayor Eric Adams.
I'm fighting for the family of New York. That's why I'm here today, to endorse Andrew Cuomo, to be part of this fight.
Yesterday, House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries threw his support behind Mamdani, who's leading the polls ahead of the November 4th election. Tropical storm Melissa could dump 2 feet of rain over the Caribbean, with flash floods and landslides possible in Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and Jamaica. Melissa is expected to reach major hurricane status by Sunday. And that's News When You Want It with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Monica Ricks, and this is Bloomberg.